Cool. So here we are again. Time to do some more artwork. It's still St. Patrick's Day, just barely. You'll get this, it won't be St. Patrick's Day anymore, but we found out today in Kansas anyway that we will have no school as we know it for the rest of the school year. So I know people are stressing out a little bit. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to still do my job. So here's an attempt at that. So we're going to make a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow today. So let's try this out. I'm going to set this over to the side. And let's start with the rainbow. So I'm going to use several sheets of construction paper, and you might not have the color paper, so you may need to color in the sheets with a marker or crayons or something to get your strips of paper for the rainbow. But I've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Okay, look close. I'm just gonna take the ruler here and my knife, I'm going to cut all of these. Okay, you could of course do that with the scissors and get your 6 strips of paper. So we'll start with that. So we've got that cut and ready to go. Let's put that back out of the way. Alright, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line these all up. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and the purple. Okay, I'm going to try to get them kind of all together and then kind of fan them out so they make this rainbow shape that's closer together at the end. Couple ways to do this. You could get some glue. If you have a stapler, it might be simpler just to put everything together and give it a staple to start with. Okay, then you can kind of fan those out again. And so then what we're going to do is glue this onto some green paper. So this is 9 by 12. I'm not going to need all of that. I don't think so. Cut that paper in half there. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and fan these out and take some glue. Just put a little glue on the ends of all this rainbow here, and then glue that underneath the bottom of your green sheet of paper. So you're going to spread those out just a little bit. Try to get them kind of evened out a little bit. It'll work pretty well. Alright, while that glue is having a chance to dry, we're going to set that aside. Then we're going to make our pot. So this is something that's going to be a little bit more complicated, but it'll be fun. We'll do a little origami here. So the first thing you need is make sure your paper is square, or as square as you can get it. So this is 9 by 12 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And cut that so it's 9 by 9. Okay, so the folding for the origami part is probably the trickiest part. Some of the kids from Prince of Peace will have already done this little origami box. This is called a masu box, which is a sort of traditional Japanese origami fold. So what you're going to do first is fold this in half both directions. That's called a valley fold. And so we're going to make a cross in the middle, and then we'll flip it over and we're going to make an X. so we'll go diagonal this time. So another valley fold and another valley fold. Okay? So cross, cross, X, X. And then we're going to do what's called a blintz fold. So we're going to take those corners and line them all up with the center point and fold those all in to the middle. After we've got that, we're going to take these edges and we're going to fold them into the center to line up there and crease. Do the same thing with the bottom, and then we're going to open it up, turn it again, and do the same thing on the other two sides. So all four sides are folded to the center. So you have this square shape that has all these lines everywhere. Okay? Then we're going to go ahead and make the box. So open up two sides and then fold the edges up. This is going to be the wall of the box here, and this is going to be the wall of the box. And this is where everybody finally hits the wall and gets stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push in here and push those down, and then I'm going to pinch those together and lift up the back side, and that's going to make my other wall. When I flip it over like that and crease it, then I'll have the three walls of the box. So I'll flip that over again. I'm going to push into this side, and I'm going to pinch and pull that side up. Okay, so I'm lifting it and pulling it up. That makes the other wall. Then I'm going to flip that part down into the middle. You can sharpen up the corners of your box a little bit. Okay, so that's the part that's going to be tricky. So if you have older kids, I've seen second graders pull this off. Not very many, but third and fourth graders and on up probably have a pretty good chance at it. So give that a try. So there's your pot of gold for the end of your rainbow. So we're going to go back here. That's kind of dried out now and ready to go. So what we want to do is flip our rainbow over then, okay? And I'm going to fold the edge a little bit so there's a tab here, okay? And so the rainbow's then folding up over, and we're just going to glue that box now into the middle, okay? Some people kind of like to put the rainbow going into the pot of gold. That's up to you. I'll let you decide what you want to do. It's not a bad idea to fold this part of the rainbow down so that it stands up a little bit easier and then makes that three-dimensional shape of the rainbow pretty well. So that's kind of cool. So then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom of this rainbow, and I'm going to put it in a place that looks kind of cool. Right there, that seems fine in the middle. And then we're going to glue the box onto there. So I'll flip that box over, and I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the bottom of the box. Okay. And then we'll glue that box into place. Of course, you can fill this with whatever treasure you want to. Put some Lucky Charms in there. Put some gold dollars in there. Put some gold duct tape on there if you want to, okay? Or you can do what we're gonna do and find some yellow paper, and everybody's favorite part, crumple your paper up a little bit and make it into a pile of gold to go into the box, okay? So just fold that into there. You can glue it in, of course, but looky there. Okay, a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. If you want to practice cutting a little bit, you have little ones that need some practice with that, then have them go along the edges and snip all the way along the edge and make a little fringe. Turn the corner here. Snip, 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 snip. So once you've had them practice that snipping and fringing, teach them how to hold their scissors. Then we can fold that area up and make it even a little more three-dimensional with the grass folded up and crumpled up around that pot of gold. Cool. There you go. Pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Put it back on there. Check that out. Pretty cool. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this is helping out. I'll keep trying to come up with some cool stuff, and we'll start working on some of the curriculum that we normally teach in the classroom at Prince of Peace as well. So hope you guys want to follow along. Thanks.